Wir Sach, Bilan Bismail. Fallen si lor wislan, ada si alina.
Van urs atslir, olfod thim, iri guath thi.
Oh dear. I don't need to speak Fey to know that didn't go well.
Sure, I know what to do! Go get Phil. Come forth, my lovely branch.
To call me at last! And where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Oh, my precious mortal, I shall help you in any way I can. Yes, Bismail win picked. Van dromi drom jakom. Van Reed Rithje.
Ahai una, sahawin wisk. Isnerim, sur dierlo.
Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. He's only got manners.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deepest thanks for your timely intervention.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight. May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
Ruis Vanin Narsitar Dir Sitagnai.
Those trees are going to be swept.
And just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows? Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me.
Ah, but the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods. I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
What the? Do you see that?
from? Whoa, yeah! It's not stopping! Run! Run!
I mean, you are shipwright people. You probably should have known that's what water does when it's displaced.
Vanana Anna Tilden Sito.
Thank you!
Halmsi Funne Aktma Thonyasni Tagnai.
Wow.
The breath of Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The tempest's floor is laid bare. In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom. The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being. You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
Novrant, the Tempest. I've heard the name several times, but this was not at all what I expected. I am very pleasantly surprised. Also, it's not question mark land anymore. It's question marks on the map, but it's actually the Tempest now. I dare say Urianger enjoyed much playful attention from the pixies to learn the lore of Bismarck. He is nothing if not a dedicated scholar. With all that water out of the way, we'll be able to venture quite some distance. Emet-Selch must be hiding around here somewhere. This is amazing! I can even see the surface. Bismarck must be powerful indeed to create a dome of this size. I can only pray to whichever gods are listening that it continues to hold. I remember being impressed by the domes of Tamamizu, but this makes them look like bubbles in a stream. Full glad am I that Bismarck was true to his word. We are arrived at the Tempest safe and dry. 'Tis here that we shall find the lair of Emet-Selch, and I believe the imprisoned Exarch as well. For the Asian alone, it is of course a trifling matter to flee onto the rift, yet I suspect such travel is nigh impossible with a mortal body in one's custody. Nay, he would not soon risk his prize when the Exarch's very body serveth as the key to the Crystal Tower and its powers of temporal transportation. Thus am I all but certain that this underwater realm harboureth our friend and enemy both. We have but to find them. In the event that you leave the area, speak with Inuel at Vermont Yards in Colicia to return to the Tempest. Ah, and we've got names now! The Novrad Slope, the Caliban Gorge. No, not you, not you, not you. You. Come, let us begin our search. Waiting in the depths. Thancred casts his guys? His guys? Hey guys! Across the waterless expanse before you. Now as for where we should start, should be looking, I rather doubt Emet-Selch will be sitting around out in the open. I propose we follow the slopes down towards the deeper trenches and keep an eye out for rock formations large enough to house a stronghold. Sounds like a good plan? Then let us be off then. But watch your footing. The ground is still wet and like to be slippery. Also, since a lot of it will be sand, look out for quicksand. Ah! That explains the minion now! This is one of the things you can get as a minion. And it now explains, because I never understood where it fit in with how I pictured the Tempest. I think Thancred has the right idea, but I can't help wondering what Emet-Selch would be doing down here without the aid of gills or fins. This outcrop seemeth natural enough. The ocean floor is a strange place to be, of course, but this ether, 'tis like naught I've ever seen. Oh, ether currents. I'll get you in a second. I need to get rid of that leech first. I like how that leech was polite enough to wait for me to talk to them. But then as soon as I left, it was like, nah, I'm getting you now. Also, this music's really nice. Oh, I see something. Not out of the ordinary here, as far as I can tell. Or maybe that's meant to be underneath Yulmore. What about that large formation over there? Yeah, thank you, Thancred. The gloom down here is so suffocating compared to that endless night sky we saw. But I suppose Emet-Selch had nowhere else to go. Oh, yeah, there's that. Yeah, I was more talking about that. I mean, yeah, I guess it must be just a part of Yulmore's base. Oh yeah, the Sahagin! These live underwater here, I almost forgot. Or Andor. Fair enough. I'm not going to walk off there because that probably is an edge. Crystal! Come to me, Crystal! Yeah, I think we're going to finish this quest and then I'm going to end it. Mainly because, as I said, I want to come to what I imagine is going to be the ending of Shadowbringers. Well, the first lot of story. I want to come to it with a fresh, not dying voice. Oh, now I've got to do fish people voices. Bugger. Fiddless ones. Why have you come? Was it you who took away our water? Ah, so this is where the Ondo make their home. I had wondered. Pray forgive us any inconvenience we have caused. We were not aware your people lived here in the Tempest. We need this great dome of air that we might conduct a most urgent search, and thus beg you for your understanding. Chieftain, what are we to do? Are you emissaries of the Ancient Ones? The mysteries have stirred, and we have seen the illuminated land shining through the gloom of the abyss. If you are the emissaries, the chosen, I bid you welcome. If you are not, I bid you leave. I'm not sure I understand. Would you be willing to elaborate? It would seem not. I suggest we withdraw for the moment. So, what's the plan? Given your condition, I'm reluctant to suggest lingering here. That said, our presently meandering search would proceed far more swiftly if we called upon the Ondo's local knowledge. Yeah? But we need them to be on site. I mean, we could lie to them and say, yeah, we're emissaries of whatever the hell you just said. Yes, I'd like to know more about this illuminated land the chieftain spoke of. Could it be Emet-Selch's stronghold, do you suppose? Perhaps he lit the lanterns upon his return? I'm gonna guess that's not quite the extent of the light. We cannot dismiss the possibility, but if these Ondo refuse to speak with us, then we do them a favour as normal. Alex, do you remember my first scheme for entering Yulmore? How I had planned to integrate myself by offering lucrative trading opportunities with the Ondo. The individual I dealt with was reticent in manner and curious in custom, but we were able to reach an agreement nonetheless. I believe with the right approach, we could build a similar relationship here. What kind of approach do you have in mind? The chieftain fellow didn't leave us many options. If we are to tread the swiftest course, then we must needs locate its beginning. 'Tis plain our all too dramatic arrival had thrown this settlement into confusion. Were we to solve such problems as we have caused, and assure our hosts thereby that our purpose here is not inimical to them, they may yet provide amiable to response, says reason. I smell chores, but very well, if it can be done quickly. What do you think? I've nothing better to offer, but I do worry what will happen if the Ondo's tales end up leading us to a dead end. I cannot say for certain, but I sense this tribe has a deeper connection to the Asians than first meets the eye. It warrants further investigation. Thus I cast my vote in favor of aiding the settlement for the time being. Sure, we'll make allies of the Ondo. Then it's settled. You're stolen. Pray proceed with your investigations. The rest of us will see about fostering some goodwill. Alex, you won't believe who I've just bumped into. This is Portius On, the very fellow I did business with prior to our ill-fated stay in Yulmore.
I waited and you did not come. Then the Mistel came, but his visit did not continue.
I'm truly sorry, Portius On. Things did not proceed as planned. Is there aught we can do for you by way of an apology?
Perhaps. Were the dry return, a cavern to the north is home to giant crabs. We do not fear the crab, for we are swifter swimmers. But now there is no water. We run. They scuttle close behind, snipping and slapping with their claws. There are too many of them. Too many.
I believe I can be of assistance here. Or there. And what of you, Alex? If you've not found a task, then you are most welcome to join me. Indeed, I should appreciate the company. The dry return has a rather ominous ring to it.
Where the dry returns is full of crimson coral. We imagine its branches to be veins of finless swans. The cave, a resting place for those who perished at sea.
Okay. I can't say any of the others, so... Sure. Defeat blue swammers. Ah, it's quite high up. Where the dry return. Oh, it's these guys. Is that it? Thank you for it. As I suspected. Fair enough. Thanks for that insight.
You can crack their cells. You must be stronger than you look.
Thanks. I see you've reached your quota first again. I shall never be your equal in such tasks. Still, I would say we have reduced the local crab population to a far less threatening number.
My thanks to both of you. You must have a reward.
Nay, Passion. Oh, passion. This was to be a part of my apology to you, remember? Besides which, the lack of water is our doing, for which we must also make amends. Might I convince you to tell us something about your village instead? I would very much like to learn more of you and your people.
Very well. Before the flood came, it is said that our ancestral home was found in the seas to the south. It was utterly destroyed by the light. Only those who were out hunting survived. They swarm, aimless and lost, until they spied buildings here on the ocean floor. Strange buildings they were, and long had they stood under the water, yet somehow they had been spared the scars of time and current. These structures provided shelter for my people, protection from the tempest's turbulent waters, and the predators which hunted within them. Their existence seemed a miracle. The first settlers pondered their good fortune. It was clear that the race who had built such wonders had gilded their course. And from this did they discern the truth. That the ancients had chosen us to serve as caretakers for their eternal sanctuary until such time as they returned. Thus, if it is judged that your coming, and this great vanishing of water, was by the ancients' design, you will find warm welcome here.
A truly astonishing history, yet I cannot help but wonder, how will the significance, or otherwise, of our arrival be decided?
The ancients have blessed us with protection and prosperity. If your presence serves to bring us the same, there will be no doubt in the matter.
Then it would seem our earlier decision was the correct one. We thank you for the lesson, Passion, and we'll continue to do all we can to assist your people. Should you desire to help with any other trouble, pray do not hesitate to ask. Should you desire our help with, we should return to the task at hand. Only do not try to overexert yourself, my friend. The risks far outweigh the gain. Sure. City of the Ancients. I'm going to stop it there. I think this is a good place for us to basically, well, for me to stop before what I'm imagining will be the end. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for what I'm assuming is going to be the end to Shadowbringers patch 5.0. See you next time. Bye bye.